What is up, guys? Welcome back. We are headed out. Today is my official day off. Let me turn this down. So I've been taking Mondays off because I work the weekend and every single day during the week. So I decided that Monday would be the best day for me to take off, to get me some admin stuff done and to just kind of chill and relax. But today we are headed over to my doctor's office. I'm going to be going to go do some blood work. I like to keep track of all my blood work just to make sure that I'm healthy and that I'm not out there actually killing myself when I am. But yep, we're headed to go do that, go run some errands. We're going to be looking for a wireless, hopefully I can find somehow a Wi-Fi or Bluetooth microphone. So later on today, when I go over to Chase's house and wash and detail his 2 cars, that you can listen to me finally while I'm doing my vlogs. So today's going to kind of be like an admin day, but what I think I might do later is actually go through some step-by-step tutorial stuff with you guys. Just kind of see how I do my thing and the processes that I like to use when working on some cool cars. But check back with you here in a minute. Alright guys, so we're headed into Best Buy. Just got done doing the blood work. Now we're looking for a fucking microphone. Well, so that was a complete bust. Apparently, the camera that I have, even though it's super badass, and it's suggested by a bunch of the vloggers, it doesn't have a good microphone. Awesome. Awesome. Now we are headed back to the car. Go back to the house. Alright guys, so change of plans. We are heading to the gym. And then we are going to be heading over to Chaser's house to go wash up his car. First, let's go hit up this gym session. So, today, I'm going to be hitting some chest, because it's Monday, of course. You always got to get your titties right on Monday. So while we're on our way to the gym, I figured we'd cover one of the topics that I posted today on Facebook. Top 5 things I like and dislike about motorsports. Let's start off at number 5. Number 5, and I'll start with the things I like. Number 5 would definitely be the community aspect of it. The car community here in Dallas is huge. I mean, anywhere from Garland all the way to Grand Prairie to Fort Worth. I mean, it is car mecca here. If you know one person, you kind of know everybody, and you can kind of just link up with so many different aspects of people. Businessmen, women. I mean, it's one of the greatest communities I've ever gotten to be around. Drama, of course, yes. But the connections that you can make with these people and your shared love for cars and automotive is awesome here in Dallas. Number 4, one of the things that I like about motorsports would definitely be the events. Here in Dallas specifically, they have amazing events, from the guys up at Park Up Front that organize supercar meetups and events at different venues, bars, restaurants. They do restaurant rallies. I mean, just like I said before, I mean, Dallas is like car mecca. There's so many different cliques and car communities that you can get involved with, teams. I mean, there's a ton of shows every single weekend. During the week, there's little meetups and everything like that, private events too. So that would definitely be another one. Number 3 of the things that I like about motorsports would definitely have to be the creativity that you can have with it. Just from anywhere from personalizing, you know, the color of your car, either being dip, wrap, paint. There's just so many avenues that you can go down. Wheel customization, wide body kits, you know, aero, performance stuff. It's just so much fun. You can literally do whatever you want nowadays. There's really nothing that can hold you back besides gotta pay to play in this game. Gotta pay to play. Number two of the things that I like about motorsports, I guess it would have to be the connections with friends that you can make. I mean, I've been able to connect with, I talked with guys out in Florida. You know, I'm thinking about going out to Arizona pretty soon for this Lake Havasu, like, boat rally tour. I mean, the power of the internet, I guess, would be my number two for motorsports. Power of the internet. I mean, you can link up literally with so many different people, just from Instagram to YouTube to Facebook. I mean, the last couple of years I've gone to SEMA practically for free just from utilizing Facebook. You know, I would buy my plane ticket, my hotel, and pretty much just show up in Vegas, get on Facebook for SEMA tickets, and scalp them off somebody. You know, the last couple of years that I've gone, I've been an Asian woman. So definitely the internet, I guess, would be my number two. My number one thing that I love about motorsports is that you can 100% be yourself. And yeah, you'll have some critics, but you can literally do anything and everything that you want to your automobile nowadays. That would be my number one. Alright, so I just left the convenience store. I always pick up a gallon of water before I'm headed to the gym. My workouts are already written. I'm ready to rock. So let's go back to the list. Let's talk about the 5 things that I absolutely hate about motorsports. Well, these are going to be pretty easy. Let's talk about delays. Number 5 would be delays. Now, look, I understand that you're always waiting on parts, or, you know, you got to work with different vendors and everything like that. But there is nothing ever runs on time in motorsports. A shop could be the most reputable shop, best in the business, and I can guarantee you there's always something that comes up. They're either waiting on parts from a distributor, something gets lost, or somebody gets fired. There's just always a hiccup. So I would say delays would be my number 5. Number 4 would be customer service. Definitely customer service. I don't know what it is about the industries nowadays. This is just the service industry in general, I think, that customer service is gone. No one fucking practices good customer service experiences. I mean, there is a handful, not even a handful, maybe 1 or 2 people that I've ever worked with that have good customer service, that run shops or performance-based services. I mean, customer service nowadays is just a joke. Number 3 would be pricing. I think pricing would be number 3 on the top 5 things that I hate about motorsports. Pricing is all over the charts, especially with wheel companies. Like I myself, I've worked with 2 or 3 different wheel sponsors. One of the shops that I work with, mainly, We work with a lot of different vendors and we get a lot of sweet ass deals. So when you know what everyone's bottom line is and you know what everybody gets at wholesale, and then these vendors try to hit you with a $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 note, and you're like, dude, I know you're making these things for like topped out 3-piece, $5,000. Like, it's just hilarious what these places want to charge, and there's no gauge for it. I mean, it's all over the charts of what people can charge and what they think is appropriate. It's crazy. So pricing would be number 3. Number 2 would have to be the community. There is some internet fucking keyboard fucking warriors out there. You could have the most badass build on the planet and somebody will try to find something wrong with it. Like, for instance, like my CTSV that I had, I was making like 710 to the tire, and I had it crazy wrapped purple, you know, aero kit, wheels, everything. It looked dope. I loved it. I don't give a shit about what anybody else thought about it. It was my supercar. But anytime I would take it to a show, somebody's picking out the wrap, how it's not perfectly wrapped around a corner, or how they had to splice it, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Someone's always gonna hate on your shit when it doesn't line up to what they have or their view of whatever. But that would be my number 2. My number 1 would have to be shops. Dude, I don't know how any of these fucking places stay in business. Like, this is what most shops do. Now, I know about 3 or 4 shops here in Dallas that don't do this, but the majority of the industry, this is what they do. They overpromise, underdeliver. Nothing is ever on time. Nothing fits perfectly. There's always this, that, or the other. For instance, I'm gonna bash this motherfucker right here, but I've been waiting on this body kit company for 22 weeks now. 22 weeks! I had contacted this guy back in May. We wrote down a contract, we agreed on a contract, we agreed on money, I paid up front, and 22 weeks later, I have a front splitter from like a 9-piece kit. So supposedly now, I've been on his ass, but supposedly now, he's gonna make me a kit which takes 6 weeks, 5 to 6 weeks, in 1 fucking week. Yeah, right. I can guarantee you, I'm gonna give this guy 2 weeks. I'm not gonna call him. I'm not gonna text him. I'm not gonna do nothing with him. And in 2 weeks, if I don't have any call, text message, or nothing, dude, it does me no good to bash this guy on the internet, but like, sweet baby Jesus, I hope nobody else has to go through it. And that's the main reason why I started my detailing business, is I was so sick of how people get treated in this industry. Overpromise and underdeliver, never on time, terrible customer service. That's why I started my detailing business, is to provide a service that guys like me that are crazy about cars and crazy about speed and stuff like that, where you had somebody that you could go to get all your shit done. Even though I do a lot of detail-oriented work, I got clear bra connections, I got wheel connections, I got motorsport connections, engine, whatever you want to do, I got connections at it. And the people that I trust and the people that I do business with, they don't handle shit poorly. Shit gets done on time. And if it doesn't, and if someone fucks up on one of my clients, I don't use them anymore. Point blank, period. So, SS Vet Inc., I hope you get your shit together. You got more fucking excuses than you know what to do with. You might provide a cool fucking service, but dude, 22 fucking weeks, that's why I hate motorsports. Alright guys, so just got done at the Frisco Athletic Center. I would film in there with my camera, but they do not allow that. So I snuck a couple of videos on my phone. Today was chest and back day. But I'm headed to the house to go load up. We're headed over to Chaser's house. We're gonna wash his Denali. Now, if you remember, this time last year we coated that Denali. Chase decides to take his truck to the car wash, which is perfectly fine. Not a big deal. It's a white car. But we'll see how that coating's doing. I'll check back with you here in a minute.